talking to us?
Oh, our sign.
Oh,
This sign.
oh,
That's
this
the
sign.
front of your face.
I'm like, there we go. In case anyone was wondering what this is.
Hello, everyone. We're doing good? Everyone can hear us out there?
Turn this off. All right, I think we're ready to go. Okay, welcome. Let's wake up the neighborhood a little. You start.
Oh, me start?
You want to start.
Hey!
Yes.
Hi, good afternoon and happy 4th of July, everyone. Thank you. I just want to caution people not to crowd in the front. There's plenty of space. Observe the social distancing. No, thank you guys so very much for being here. I think this is a very unusual and very special performance for us, given that we have not been able to perform since the lockdown. This is our first time performing publicly in over 3 months. So you guys are here to witness, that moment. And sure. Right? Yeah, I know. It was also nice to not have to load our drums down to anywhere as well, to just bring them outside. My wife here, this is Kristen Koyama. My name is Mark H Rooney, and we have been playing Taiko for a very long time together. Taiko is the Japanese word for drum, and it can actually mean any kind of drum, but actually the Taiko that we do, I would characterize as contemporary American kumidaiko. Contemporary because although it goes back over 1,000 years in its traditions, a lot of what we do is very new. American because a lot of this style of drumming, as it's shown all over the United States now, and actually all over the world, a lot of this drumming did stem from about 50 years ago, some of the Japanese American, Asian American movement to reclaim heritage. And finally, I say kumidaiko because it's a term that implies playing together, playing as an ensemble. So you might notice a lot of that sort of synchronicity of movement and choreography as much as the rhythms themselves. So it's hard to do that kumidaiko with just two of us. A lot of you might have seen taiko before, where it's done by multitudes of people, and it's quite powerful. So although I do think we're probably loud enough. Can you hear us in the back? Can you hear it? Good. All right. Excellent. Rowan, if Rowan wants to turn up the volume at any point, that's fine. In the meantime, we're going to perform for you now this song. Sure, that'll work. This was all kind of thrown together, so we're out of practice. Nonetheless, we're going to perform for you now a song actually that was written specifically for us by my teacher from Japan. This song is called Mitoha, and he wrote it on the occasion of our wedding. We just celebrated 8 years, and yeah, so thank you. And he came over and he gave us this song. It took us at least 5 years to learn it. So, much like a marriage, a song is a work in progress. Nonetheless, we've sort of taken it as our own interpretation. So we're going to play for you now, hopefully, this song called Mitoha. Work in progress. I was going to say that's a song we haven't actually performed in a while, but actually all of these are songs we haven't performed in a while. So thank you once again. We are Kristen Koyama, Mark H Rooney. We live here. We're part of this neighborhood. It's great to see so many people here, familiar and unfamiliar faces. What we're doing is a Japanese drumming style. It is known generally as Taiko. And it's based on Japanese traditional festival drumming. However, what we do is kind of a more modern variation of that. Normally, you might see us at festivals. If you've been to any of the cherry blossom events and things in the past several years, we're usually performing there. However, so normally we'd be wearing like Japanese costumes for festivals called happi. But it's just really hot out right now, so we're opting for just being as cool as possible. And thank you. Hopefully you guys are staying cooler. Not cool like, oh, that's so cool. I meant like cool like, yeah, temperature-wise, although that's kind of hard out here. And we thank everyone again for coming out and listening for a bit. Later on, we also have some amazing other musicians who are going to be on the stage, and we're going to also perform again at 6 o'clock as well. But yeah, just stick around for as long as you can take the noise and the heat. So let's see. Next up, we're going to do this song on that precarious drum. I'll help you move that in a second. So this song is an arrangement actually by Kristen, and it's a song called Waiting for Spring. It is actually based on a traditional style, but was adapted by a famous taiko player named Chieko Kojima. It was adapted as a way to actually play taiko while wearing a kimono, which you might imagine is a very tight-fitting sort of Japanese dress and makes it very hard to move, but you can still enact a lot of power by using technique. So. We're going to move this drum, I think, a little bit up a little because we need some space to move our arms around. But anyway, this song is also something that Kristen had put together as an arrangement. And if you want to see the fuller arrangement, which includes some poetry, some haiku that was actually written by Kristen's grandmother as well. So a tribute to both the woman who originated this style as well as to her grandmother. That's actually, it is available. It's on we performed this at the Kennedy Center Millennium Stage about 5 years ago. So that is also, if you look up Mark H Rooney and Mark H Taiko and all of the YouTubes and all that. But in the meantime, let's actually get to playing it. Thank you very much. Once again, if you are just arriving, my name is Mark H Rooney. This is my wife, Kristen Koyama. We are your neighbors here in Berwyn. We're very happy to host this aspect of the Porch 4th. And thank you to College Park Arts Exchange for setting this up. We want to especially thank also our guest groups who are just going to provide some amazing music in a moment. I am going to forewarn one of them right now because we're probably about to do a song that we'd like to bring one of our guest artists up. We had learned somewhere along the lines that one of our neighbors is actually an incredibly talented musician and a member of the band ilyAIMY. So, you know, every once in a while we're able to get together, and one of the things that we were able to do most recently is add him to this song that we're going to try. This is Mr. Rowan Corbett, and yeah, and Rowan is actually very talented with a number of instruments, but one of them is known as Bones. And so he's going to be accompanying us on this song. This has never been done before. We've done a lot of variations of this song. Now, this song was also written by the same teacher I had in Japan who wrote the song that we did earlier, the one for our wedding. This has a lot more of a modern rhythm, of course. And so, you know, Taiko in Japanese culture is meant to accompany festivals and dance. So, of course, you know, if you feel you want to get up and dance, feel free, you know. I know if you in the front sitting here, you know, just you can get up and just bust a move. That's great. But we're going to figure. I don't know if you can be somewhere between us, or, yeah, and we'll get this. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we can definitely accommodate that. Okay. Anyway, so here as we're getting almost finished set up here. Just one note as well. Certainly, if you're enjoying today and you want to support local arts, this is, in fact, believe it or not, this is what I do. I'm a Taiko teacher as well as a performer. You'll see there are some flyers around here, and if you care to make donations, but that is not necessary. I'm just saying if you're feeling so moved to do so. But thank you very much. This is going to be our last song before the next set starts. So this is called Yui, and Yui is a connection, kind of like a knot coming together. So sort of interconnected rhythms, and for the first time ever played on the bones. All right. very much. We're a little bit behind. We're going to take a couple minutes. We might have to adjust schedule slightly. We're trying to also accommodate and be mindful of the mass that's going on next door. So at 5 o'clock. So anyway, we'll discuss amongst ourselves and figure out what that's going to be. Just about 5 minutes or so. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that about the mask. There's a mask on it?
Yeah. So I had intended to put you, because you were the solo performer and everything was directed that way, I figured that was going to be okay, but I think, did they say, do you want me to talk to Greg?
Yeah, well, he just said they would like silence from 5 to 5.
Okay.
Well, maybe I can do like a, so from 5 to 5:30, maybe I can do like a half-hour set. We can cut.
Yeah.
And then come back and do a little bit more.
Okay.
And then we can do ilyAIMY.
Cool. Yeah.
Or you guys can go, I guess.
Yeah, we
That
can
makes
do a
more
couple
sense.
of quick things.
Yeah. So I'll do like half an hour.
And then,
Be great.
so we'll
and you
split.
guys go.
Well, can we split your set? Is that all right?
Well, I can put more of my stuff in the ilyAIMY set because there's a bunch of songs that I do
Okay.
with ilyAIMY. So.
All right.
Fans for 10 years.
Cool. Oh, appreciate that. I'm sorry.
No worries, no worries.
I thought we had accommodated. All right, so let's get you up and running then immediately. So we're gonna try to get we're chill. This is our way forward, you know? A couple other quick shout outs. Number one, I do want to thank all of our neighbors, all of our neighbors from the immediate vicinity, or maybe in a half mile in all directions, who knows, just for being very cool about allowing us to do this. We want to thank you guys, actually, because everyone is being just incredibly respectful of the space and the masks and stuff. So that's really, that is the way forward for those of us who are artists. We really appreciate that. So thank you so much. And as I said, there's going to be a little bit of a jump in the schedule, but right now we are going to go move on to Rowan Corbett, who's going to do some music for us, solo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we can move it out.
No, I just figured it, like, if you probably didn't want to your song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see here.
And fan on or off?
Off is fine.
Okay.
Check one, check two.
I also want to thank our neighbors who just today were like, oh, hey, do you want an extra tent? And that is really crucial for us to stay out of the sun as we're performing. So thank you to Jim and Kim from up the street as well. Oh, thank you. Oh, there is. I don't recognize anyone in the masks. Yeah. And for the fan as well.
Check one, check two. Check one, check two.
Let me get the guitar real quick. Somewhere between 0 and 1 point. And point 1 is where we're looking for.
Check one, check two.
Now your vocal's fine out front, so if you're okay.
Check one, check two. Check one, check two.
Was that? Okay. All right. You can definitely put you on.
Check one, check two. Last night I dreamed a sweet, sweet dream. All in my arms I had her. But when I woke, found nothing so on earth was mine. Went unto her uncle's house, expecting her to find her. Her uncle said she's not here. You set my heart on fire. Turned around to go with me. I look into the window, saying, "Do I keep your company?" That was a knock, sure enter. Passions flew, my sword I drew. I swore that room I'd enter, and by that means came sweet liberty. So soon as I did enter, and another man immediately followed, saying, "If you do not go that way, all in your blood she'll wallow." Through my sword I drew, I swore that room I'd enter, and by that means came sweet liberty. So soon as I did enter, took my love by the right hand, my pulse in the other, saying, "Oh, young man who love like me, take one and fight the other." Thank you much. My name is Rowan Corbett. Play with a couple bands. I play with ilyAIMY, which will be up later. I play with an Irish band called Tinsmith, and that last song I just did is from that group. It's called Bolts and Locks. It's an old Appalachian tune that I discovered from the playing of Mr. Bruce Molsky. So I'm going to do an original one for you now. This one is called Shantytown. Working in Shantytown, it's become my home, where all my film with her friends, nothing to call my home. Shantytown, my home. Shantytown. When the rain comes down, this becomes a mighty hole. Everybody disappears, simply spend my time Shantytown. Makes no sense, they call us bums and they hide the children when we come. We don't wanna hurt no one, just wanna live our life, move on. Work's done, I'll get my pay. Put on my coat and hop the train. Leave my tens and my tools, so some other fool can live this way. We're working in this shanty town. It's become his home, where all his filled with her friends, nothing to call his own. Shanty town, his own. Shanty town. It's kind of nice to have like the song rung out by the bells. Kind of digging that. All right. I think I might do a cover for you here, if you'll indulge me. I'm on a roll. I'm on a roll this time. I think my luck could change. Kill me, Sarah. Kill me again. With love, it's gonna be a glorious day. Pull me out of the air, pull me out of the wreck, 'cause I'm your superhero. We are standing on the edge. The head has come from me. My name. I don't have time for her. It's gonna be last day. Nothing my love could change. Pull me out of the air. Pull me out of the air. 'Cause I'm your superhero. We are standing on the edge. Pull me out of the aircraft. Pull me out of the wreck. 'Cause I'm your superhero. We are standing on the edge. Thank you. Sung by Radiohead called Lucky. So, yes. Yep. Okay. Okay. All right. Right. All right. So we're gonna actually keep playing. Looks like we're gonna be able to keep going while the mass is on. So, if you'll indulge me once again, I also play with a group called the Carolina Chocolate Drops, or at least I did a few years ago. They're on hiatus at this time. I've also played with Rhiannon on her solo project. And I'd already loved the banjo, but I hadn't learned to play it yet when I started playing with the drops. I played plectrum banjo, but since joining them, I decided to take up the old-time banjo, which is right over here. Hey, Rob. I think the banjo is muted. So for those of you who are unaware, the banjo... You got it? Oh, it's not plugged in. That would be why.
Air gap.
What channel you got on the banjo?
11. I'm learning. I finally dialed in the sound on the feed.
Yeah.
The whole mixing to a 36-second delay is hard.
I bet. All right, mute it.
It's down.
All right.
Oh, I see it. It's glorious.
All right. Well, as I was saying a moment ago, the banjo is largely considered to be the first American instrument, truly American instrument. But even that's not quite true, because the banjo is a synthesis between Western, European music and an African instrument. A lot of people believe it comes from something called the accounting, and enslaved African Americans brought this instrument with them, and they played it, and that became the core of what the modern American banjo now is. Here's a couple of tunes, one that I wrote and one that my bandmate wrote. It's called Just Make Your Hand a Tool and a Jigsaw. Thank you. See, if you haven't noticed, I hop around a little bit musically. So, literally and figuratively. That might be more evident later on. This is a song I wrote called The Minotaur. This is not ancient Greece, 'cause I am no oracle. I'm prone to the many faults and flaws of all mankind. My father, he is no God, he is but flesh and bone. Flesh is weak, bones will break, just like courage and resolve. As a boy, I prayed to be just like you. On your art, your honor and your courage, your resolve. This is not ancient Greece, but I see the monster you've become. The Minotaur shadow on the wall. Your words pursue me through a maze of crippled logic. Stirred by your lack of faith, confined by your resolve. Just behind me now, and I haven't got nowhere left to run. You're tracking my every movement. So you've won, put me in my place, and I'll never doubt you again. But when the volcano blows, ash falls down like rain, I still love you, but I'll never be the same. Ooh, I'll never be the same. Thank you. Till in the morning, and I can't sleep, thinking about you, rubbing your feet against mine. See you tomorrow, you got time. When you're a little too hard for your own peace of mind. Maybe it's better this way, like summer and fall. Inseparable for just a few days before the inevitable, before the inevitable. Like we're in limbo, balanced on twine. We care enough to draw the conclusion, but not enough to make circles of the line. So maybe it's better this way, like summer and fall. Inseparable for just a few days before the inevitable. Maybe it's better this way, like summer, like fall. Cautious to the very end, our faces becoming walls. Maybe it's better this way. Maybe it's better this way. Maybe it's better this way. Thinking about you. Thank you. So I'm going to do another traditional song for you. This is it's a Song of the Sea by the last living, well, no longer living, but he was the last operating shantyman in the English Navy. His name was Cyril Tawney. He would lead all the songs, all the work songs. But this one in particular is what they call a folksel song, or a song you sing while you're just hanging out. And it's about how much it sucks being on a boat. To watch the sun as it dies away. The finest ship that sailed the sea is still a prison for the likes of me. But give me wings like Noah's dove, and I'll fly fly away to the girl I love. Into one more day, the great final line. Every time I gaze behind the spruce, makes me long for St. Peter's shoes. And I'll walk 'em down that silver lane, and I'll take my arms again. It's a one more day, great final line. It's a one more day, great final line. Oh, Lord, if dreams were only real, I'd have my hands on that wooden wheel, and with all my heart I'd turn around and I'd tell the boys that we're homeward bound. I'll pass the time like some machine till the water turns to green, and I dance on down, and I run ashore, and I sail the from the land no more. It's a one more day, great final line. It's a one more day, great final line. It's a one more day, great final line. Thank you. Lives like a domino, live to fall down, live for the act of falling to the ground. Can't you just lock it? Why can't you have fun? Why can't you just believe that the earth goes around the sun? Live like a domino, live to fall down, live for the act of falling to the ground. Suffer for your music, you suffer for your soul. You can suffer cause it's all that makes you feel. Live like a domino, live to fall down, live for the act of falling to the ground. roses ring around your arm. Ring so tight that it blow your lips off. Live like a domino, live to fall down. Live for the act of fall into love. Live like a domino, live to fall down. Live for the act of fall into love. Thank you. So I'm going to do another traditional one. This one is an old Irish song that I heard in two distinctly different places. One group called Dead Can Dance did a version of this, and then also Sinead O'Connor. I am stretched on your grave and will lie here forever. With your hand held in mine, I'd be sure we'd not sever. My apple tree, brightness, this time we were together, for I smell of the earth, and I'm staying by the weather. My family thinks that I'm safe in my bed. Until morning, I am stretched at your head. Calling out to the air. It is both hot and wild. Oh, I'm grieving for the girl love as a child. The priests and the friars, they hold me in dread. Because I still love you, my love, and you're dead. I'm still be your shelter from rain and from storm. Oh, when you're in your cold grave, I cannot sleep warm. I am stretched on your grave and will lie here forever. With your hand held in mine, I'd be sure we'd not sever. My apple tree, my brightness, this time we were together, for I smell of the earth, and I'm sleeping by the weather. Thank you. So I think I got time for one or two more here. I'm going to do another set of banjo tunes for you, or one more banjo tune. called The Clockmaker. Thank you. You have time for one more, Mark? I think that'll put us back on schedule, right? So, but I'll be back. I'll be playing with ilyAIMY as well a little bit later. This song's called Pride. My name is Rowan Corbett. Thank you very much for coming out. And thank you all again for everybody making this possible by social distancing and wearing your masks. Thank you. We appreciate it. And we really appreciate being able to play for people in person for the first time in months. So you pushed me aside to put the mission first. Invention for the faithful, the foolish and the cursed. Was I lucky to be there? Was your banishment again? Do I owe you my forgiveness? 'Cause you were merciful and straight. Is it not your fault? Am I placing blame anywhere it sticks? Should I feel ashamed? Well, I prostrated myself till I was flat on my face. help you justify my own fall from grace. But it's not my fault, so I'm facing blame. Anywhere it sticks, and I'm not ashamed. Don't tell me it's convenient. Don't tell me that it's pride. And I'm not backing down till I'm satisfied. The truth is you failed me. Don't give me what's left. The truth is you failed me. You can argue it's left. Tell me anything you want, but don't lie to yourself. And it's not my fault, so I'm facing blame. Anywhere it sticks, and I'm not ashamed. Don't tell me it's convenient, 'cause I know that I'm right. And I'm not backing down, taking back my pride till I'm satisfied. Till you make it right. Thank you much. So is that right? We're going to take a break now? Is that what's happening? All right. And then we'll be back in shortly, and we'll have more taiko drumming, I believe. Yeah? You guys are back up after?
Can we hear it once again for... Oh, sorry. Can we hear it once again for Rowan Corbett? I think you and I were both about to do the same thing, but... Hey, yeah. Kristen over there is holding these flyers that do have information if you're looking to give a tip or any sort of donation. This is, first of all, just fantastic that you're even here. Secondly, you guys are being just such an awesome audience, just being very mindful, respectful of each other. We really appreciate that as musicians and artists, performers. That's, you know, we're all trying to figure out how we come back into this kind of space. So thank you guys for making that possible all around. And yes, if you want to show some of your appreciation for some of the music and musicians here today, information, how you can do that, you know, through Venmo and PayPal, things like that, are on these flyers that are around at these various points. So thank you. We are going to take a short little break. And at 6 o'clock, we'll come back with some more Taiko and then ilyAIMY. Woo!
Thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, I'm just like, I just want you like out here singing. I was just in the backyard because I was trying to make sure I could see the line of sight. Oh yeah. In case like the church people were coming around. And I'm like just watching going on. But like it's just so amazing to you know that
Oh, that's
So
cool.
just checking the sound. But yeah, by the time I got near the church, couldn't hear you at all.
Okay, cool.
At all. So their air conditioner was so loud
Oh, really?
as well that once I was in the church, you couldn't hear anything outside.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's really. I mean, obviously with the drums and things that they're doing.
Yeah.
You're like right on time. It's like 5:30 on the dot.
Yeah, I was like trying to like time it so you get back on schedule.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
That's awesome. Thank you.
no worries. Thank you. Thank you for hosting us and inviting us. I know I've heard it before. But...
No, this is just the best. It's like my best 4th of July.
Yeah, this was good. This was really good.
Your device is just.
Oh, did it? Did it do
It
something?
took me a little while to get not feeding back or not overdriving into the
Oh.
stream. It's really hot. The outputs are really hot. Like I feel like I'm even pushing too much through the thumbs.
Oh, weird. Okay. I can bring the mini.
Alright, so there are apparently a lot of people watching us on the Taiko community.
Oh, yeah.
Getting comments.
But I think I'm just not going to worry about it.
Yeah.
And then mixing, you know, like.
That is West Coast.
Anyway.
Well, let's get you.
Yeah, let's get some other things done.
Yeah.
So I know I've got a guitar
So for the
someplace.
second set,
But let me just.
do take
Shit.
do you want to do sooner or do you want to?
I'm gonna grab my guitar real quick. And it's just let me check that in.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think we're doing anything that requires a baritone.
Oh, okay.
Since you did,
Okay.
you did.
I guess that's true.
Oh, right, right.
Very well. Best time we've ever had it on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's what, you know, you're prepared for
Yeah. Yeah. This is totally going lower. I was going under it before, but no.
I've been doing both. It's like I'm alternating.
Oh, I need a guitar cue. Yep. We should set some things in place so we don't have to do it on the fly. Yeah. We'll move it back out the way. In the center someplace? Yeah. I mean, you don't want to be behind him. And as the shade pulls out, we do want to try to. I mean, I know that's not actually possible, but like your face should be physically behind that, behind the dirt line.
So like that's where the microphone lives. That's perfect.
Sorry, I'm so scattered around.
You're such a pretty man, though. Yeah, I went back and forth between like, this Behringer is great, to like, where the hell is the thing I'm looking for? And
Yeah.
I'm, just trying not to mess with things. Also, the fine control on that is like way more fine than the QSC, and I was like, it's like moving through mud.
Oh, did you find the setting for it?
I think I turned it on by accident because it certainly was hard to like make any changes, which is good.
Yeah. It's also the thing I hadn't experienced yet was the, your hands are like completely, and like the touch screen with all the humidity.
Yup.
That is no joke.
Nope. Hey Heather, on the top of my guitar, in the top pocket of my guitar stand or guitar case, capo. If you grab me a capo, that'd be great.
So she still needs it.
What? No.
She still needs a loan for her guitar?
Probably. You want to see if my guitar is in there?
It's still muted. Hang on a second.
I mean, I guess I could do I would love to have more of that.
Go ahead.
I think that's going to be okay. Let me just try this and hope it's not a disaster. Disaster? No, that's plenty. That's perfect. All right, let me go figure out where that capo hath gone to. We'll apply actually yours. Now, unless we do New American, I'm not going to grab my baritone. Okay.
Check one, check two, check one, check two, check one, check, hot, check.
Well, I'll grab it just in case. But I'm going to run my baritone through my same channel.
Okay.
Do I need to go to my car and get my guitar stand?
Tri-stand right there.
Is that available to stuff? Alright, then there'll be one space left. Okay.
Oh, much. Oh, that's on.
Oh, which one? What was it?
Cello mic.
Oh.
Channel 3. This year has been an exercise in just how much I can sympathize with the fallacy of compromise and knowing when to duck. Who's? Oh, sorry.
Never mind. No,
You want to join
it's
me?
over.
Okay, it's
all
done.
over
Okay.
now.
Setting up for showing
Set it up and then move it back off to the side.
where is the thing
Rowan, what number is Heather?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
It's okay. She's used to
You're-
asking me.
8.
Sweet.
No problem. That's not the way that song goes. What's going on here? I'm gonna grab my other guitar and we'll charm and strange for just a sec. And then let's get the percussion in. Move this to the side here so that Heather can get her. Actually, if Heather's got her guitar, then we should probably Oklahoma it for a sec.
Yeah, let me make sure I have like my appropriate accoutrement.
And actually, this is not set up properly, so
All right, tell me, are you all plugged in, Heather?
Yes. You'll get no signal from me because I have it through the tuner.
no signal from me, sir.
Hee hee. Uncle Sam is a special.
Qu'est-ce que ça?
Step one, step closer to me.
Oh, nice. You Oklahoma?
Yeah.
Cool.
assuming it's
Go ahead and do
remotely
that.
on tune. There's a problem right there.
Rowan, you should have cello by now.
Okay. All right, bring it up. Kristen?
Alright, you should have signal for me now.
Years since I said for better or for worse. 2 years since the fields have borne anything but dirt. And how can love stay green when the fields won't do the same? We were worn out as the ground the day the dust storm came. I ran for the shelter, you let me down inside. So close together after all this time. It wasn't that fear I felt when I pounded with the door. I spent mine like lightning, pulled the leaves to the floor.
And your lips felt like forgiveness.
You get the wig.
And your hands were smooth through all their roughness. As the world cooled ended above, we made love. Holy, sharpened up pulls the grain out the land.
Is her mic on at all?
More cello mic. Yeah, I think she's still muted.
Check, 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 check. Woo.
One more
stuff,
chorus.
stuff.
One more chorus. Real quick.
Can you tilt that monitor
Can I
slightly
also
more
get a
toward
little
us?
more cello back at me?
Thank you. Yeah, that's infinitely better. Thank you.
I've already sweated my nails off.
Check, check.
And your lips felt like forgiveness. And your hands were smooth through all their roughness. As the world ended above, we made love. hold thee, sharp and dull pulled, the grain out the land.
Much better, yeah. I'm smack in the middle of the monitors, so. Yeah, my vocal's good.
Yeah.
I could do with just a tad more cello, a little bit. Sounds like it's coming out a lot heavier over there than. I don't know.
Actually, I turned this one up a little bit. Actually, Rowan, there's a knob. There's a gain knob. Bring it up a notch. Go gentle. And if you need me to do it, I can come do it.
I think so. Tip it back. Yes. That's good. Thank you.
And 6 is when we were going to transfer over? Yeah. We were like, you were going to start at 6? Yeah, we're just trying to sound check.
Okay.
The reason for the break was so that we don't interfere with the mass.
Sorry, I thought you had run over there and said it wasn't a problem.
You don't want me to check this?
It wasn't when it was like one person, but when it started getting into like the percussion and stuff, I think that's what was carrying.
Gotcha. Okay. Then, so we should hold off on the percussion till our set because that is actually carrying over to the mass. Alright. So
do I need to now
let's
move?
get a line check from the cajon rather than necessarily a volume check. Make sure that we've got them coming through.
Yeah. All right. Let me get Heather's.
And I'm playing quietly just so you get the line.
All right. Gotcha.
Cool. Okay.
Let's make sure that your cajon is you're in. Sounds like you're in.
Yeah.
Cool. Then let's pretend like we're good to go and get out the way of the Taiko.
We're not using
Right, but we've sound checked all the string parts. So that's your sneak preview of what happens after the next Taiko bit. Oh. Again, thank you so very, very much for hanging out here. And I know some of you are caught in the middle of the sun and some of you are caught in the middle of the shade. I think as artists, we've been like you're like, I've got it perfect back there. I think we've all been very concerned about what, performing looks like going forward. And the idea that, we can get a group of people together and we're being like, you could all spin around with your fingertips out and we're all fine. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. So thank you so very much because it sort of gives me hope for the idea that, we can find our pseudo new normal for a little while and figure out what it's going to sound like going forward. And if sounding like going a little forward is us turning up louder and playing for you down the street, I guess we can do that. They're big enough speaker-wise. So thank you very much for being here. We're broadcasting live. If any of you are like, oh, I really want to go home and get dinner, we're webcasting live. You can get those addresses. But it's just wonderful to see people face to face or, at least your eyeballs. That's good. Anyways, I think we'll have Taiko in about 11 minutes and get on down the road. Wherever your cables will take you, but preferably sort of like off to the side that way. Beatboxing with Max on is bad.
I'm game to jump on it.
She said to me that it would be your problem if it was going to be a problem.
I think it would be fun the way it is.
Good heart, definitely. I think stay close would be a bad idea. I tried it the other night. I was like, wow, I haven't played this song in a long time. Is that enough space or we need to clear cables for each one?
I think we're good.
I can take off stuff in the middle. I have no idea where we're staging, so.
Maybe if we just bring this stuff.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
Looks good. Get preset for shin and eye chords. Is that alright?
Testing. Hello. Hello, hello. Oh, hello, testing, testing. Hello. Hello, hello. Hello, testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Here. Oh. Hello. Hello. Thank you.
You ready? Okay, I think we're almost there. I mean, almost there. I think we are there. All right. Coming up right now, we're going to kick this second half of things off with a little more Taiko. I'll explain more about that if you didn't hear the earlier spiel. But yeah, that's about it. And then after us will be ilyAIMY. So, ilyAIMY. Is that, did I pronounce that correctly? All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for sticking it out, or for those of you who are potentially new to the audience, my name is Mark H Rooney. This is my wife, Kristen Koyama, and we are performing Taiko today. Taiko is kind of a generic term, simply a Japanese word for drum, so it actually could refer to any kind of drumming, but we use this term certainly to describe this Japanese-inspired or Japanese-based style of drumming. This style of drumming goes back in Japan over 1,000 years. It's actually a very old style, but what we do is very contemporary, very new, even though it is informed often by Japanese traditional festival drumming. The first song, for example, is a modern festival song. We just performed a song called Shin-en. Shin-en is a celebration of the heart, and it's kind of also that sort of feeling you get from Taiko. I'm sure a lot of people are not just hearing the drums, but you might be feeling the drums right around here. And that's kind of that part of that sense of Shin-en and what it means to enjoy Taiko. So the next song we're going to, that Shin-en, by the way, is a song that I wrote almost 20 years ago, and was, I guess, the first song I ever wrote. This is one of the most recent songs I've ever written, although this is also getting old. I mean, not getting old, but it's just getting, it's definitely, it's not very recent. So this is a song called Take 15. A little shout out to Dave Brubeck, but not Take 5, because as you can see, Taiko is very tiring. We need to take 15 in between things, so that's why I'm vamping so much. Anyway, I feel like I can breathe again, so we're going to continue on. By the way, thank you all so much for being here, for helping us kind of see what performance looks like in this time. This is, in fact, for us, our first live performance in over 3 months, and we really appreciate everyone being so respectful and distancing, wearing masks, all of those things. Thank you so much. Thank you all very much. Again, that was take 15. Thank you all very much for being here. And I do want to also point out that as we are sort of experimenting with this idea of like how are we able to perform out in the world, certainly as musicians and artists, performers, we have some very talented guest musicians here today as well, which we can't wait to play with. And of course, we appreciate you being here. We also appreciate, of course, any amount of tips or donations or support, as we like to call it in the business, that you would like to offer. There are some pages up here, and Kristen is pointing out one of them on one side, one on the other side. There's also some merchandise for sale, and these are definitely ways that you can support local artists. Another way, though, is to be here and to be an audience, so thank you guys so much for being a part of this. The next song we're going to play is actually based on some older Japanese festival songs. This piece is called Utsu Hachijo. And Hachijo is actually the name of an island off the coast of Japan, not too far from Tokyo. It is a part of Japan, but it's a very small island in a chain of islands. And in this, there's a legend that goes with this song that a vanquished samurai was actually exiled to this island, because back in the day this was an island of exile. And in order to convey their own sorrow and grief, they played this rhythm on the beach of the island, hoping it would carry their message across the water to their family. And hearing this familiar rhythm, they would know that the samurai was okay. So anyway, Christian's going to be playing the part of the samurai because I don't have the stamina or strength to do that right now. But I will be certainly accompanying her on this. It is a song that gets faster as it goes, and thus a bit more challenging. I guess that'll depend on me, how fast I decide to go. We'll see how we're feeling today. I had a lot of caffeine. Anyway, yeah, but is traditional in a lot of Taiko shows, and what you don't often hear is that it's okay to shout at the performers. We encourage that. It's called kakegoe or kiai. It's a way of showing your energy. You know, a lot of times, American audiences are used to the idea of cheering for people. That's cool. When you see that Kristen might need a little bit extra energy, feel free to shout, all right, and give her some energy. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be like these kind of yo, soy, like it's not from a samurai movie kind of dialogue. It can be anything really. Just one rule is, of course, no bad words. Right. Okay. Anyway, enjoy Utsu Hachijo. Thank you very much. Fantastic. Thank you again so much for being here. Happy Independence Day, everyone. Happy July 4th. Let's not forget we are here to celebrate. And I can think of nothing better than to be able to share music with neighbors, with friends, and with y'all. So thank you for being here. We do have one more song we want to perform before we call on ilyAIMY. And in speaking of ilyAIMY, we actually would love to bring on a very special guest, Mr. Rowan Corbett. You saw him earlier. That's right, doing his solo set. Rowan is just a multi-instrumentalist. Multi, what is that? There's a term for that, right? He's just a genius. So yeah, so we were very happy to invite him to play on a song. This is a song that we actually play quite often in different iterations, sometimes with lots of people, sometimes with just a couple people, different instruments. We've never played this with an accompaniment from someone playing the bones. Yes. So this, we kind of put this together yesterday. So thank you, Rowan, for learning it so fast. But nonetheless, it's just a delight to be able to play this with Rowan. So this song is called Yui. It was written by my teacher in Japan. This is his first song. I think he wrote it when he's 16 or something. So anyway, it's a very modern rhythm, and Taiko is meant to inspire dance. So if you're ready to get up and dance, feel free. Anyway, let's take it away. case I need to borrow something. Thank you.
Badassery. Badassery.
That's what I said after the last set.
How you doing, Rowan?
I'm all right.
Oh, that's nice.
Got a little bit of a blister going, but I'm good.
Oh yeah.
I forget about like the high humidity playing.
Yeah. All I forgot about was like how everything. Greg.
Okay.
Did you lose heading?
Sorry, we're checking on somebody who fell.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, everybody had what they wanted in the monitors, right?
I believe so.
Oh. Do we have a set list? We do.
Yes.
All right. Do you want to be here for this first song?
Yes, but I gotta get my stuff in position.
All right. Should we? Do you want to move microphones when we do this?
We
or do-
ought to.
Yeah.
We ought to.
Yeah.
We ought to.
Sorry, something.
Oh, what's that? That was your guitar, right?
Yeah, I think the tango cable got
Alright.
it.
No worries, I got you. You're muted.
Well, it should be fine now. It's just it got tangled around something.
Yeah, I thought it was muted. My bad. I'm just gonna leave all the instruments muted for the moment.
Instruments are muted.
Grab one of the chairs out of the Casbah or? Oh, you want a blanket?
Yeah.
And we should be able to move them fairly easily.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
also marked mine didn't even need it, so
I think the cajon goes first. Am I wrong?
considering that everyone's gonna come forward first, I think it's probably better to move the phone as needed.
I think the cajon's.
It's fine. I can see it.
I think I might be able to get away with singing. Back up with the mask on. I don't know. I guess.
You do what you want to do. I feel mostly comfortable with things.
This is wrapped around the sweet. Can you free me so I have to
Wrapped around the street.
So that's the cajon there.
move as needed?
Now that probably gives you enough.
Yes.
Is there easy water to apprehend? Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. Oh, actually, never mind. My wife has a bottle. Thank you, though. No, good.
to be unmuted, Mr. Rowan?
Yeah. Don't bring up the cello. She's not plugged in yet.
Now, here's the thing. My hands are clean. Are
Yep.
you comfortable with me touching stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have my wife's water.
Leave the Taiko mic out.
Cello is now plugged in.
Got it?
That works. Others have done so before you.
What? I thought that was Heather's have done so before you. No problem. I am not in a rush. I'm trying to make sure I don't touch stuff more than I should.
Ain't gonna work when you're too tangled. Well, I'll just stop standing on the thing.
It occurred to me right now, because this is like, I'm the menu guy.
Yeah. I get to introduce you. You want? It's fine. Oh, now the gnats. Now the gnats. Now the gnats are here. Mr. Corbett,
Mr. Rowan.
it's hot to see you. I like these. We should wear more matching stuff. Like, I think this works well for us, you know?
And I was like, you know,
Wait, hold on.
What?
Butt check. Heather, how does this look? Like from behind?
Y'all are
okay with it?
ridiculous.
I mean, in a good way?
Yes.
Okay, that's what
The back of you is ridiculous.
Ay, ay, ay.
oh, just realizing that you guys have like you have a Juliet balcony that you can't use at all.
No, like, yeah, it's impossible to get to.
I think they actually have to break that one window in an emergency situation of lovelornness.
Oh yeah, like
Ridiculous thing is
Break
me
glass in
hanging
case
Christmas
of-
lights up there, like once a year, is me trying to climb out that window.
oh my god.
Inaccessible Juliet's totally my punk band.
I think so, yeah.
We are inaccessible, Juliet.
Yeah, it does.
Oh wow, I wonder why they did that. So weird.
I don't know.
Probably because the top isn't load bearing.
It should be though.
It is, yeah.
It was last time I checked.
But there we go.
All right, kids. You want to do this thing that we do?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just remembered too, as we were playing our first song, I just heard strings. So I just want to make sure that your stuff is still tuned. Just double check.
Okay, yeah.
I think so.
I definitely want to
Yeah, when that happens, you're warned.
All right, you guys ready?
Yeah, we're fine.
Okay, I'm not going to get into long introductions here, but I personally cannot believe this is like a dream come true. This is amazing. So I just really want to welcome to outside the Taiko bunker. That's
The
that's-
Tunker.
That's a really long introduction. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, it's my extreme pleasure and honor to introduce ilyAIMY.
That was almost perfect if it would have just been the woo. Out of Savannah to the Carolinas, the rhythm of the pines reminding me the finest things are moving. The finest things are moving quick. In and out of Richmond, strings and things and fingers fast on the old breakdown and then repack, when spit, repeat, get paid, come back at the finest things are moving. We get finer by the hour. Yeah, the finest things are moving. We get finer by the mile. Whoa, whoa. I had a home for 7 years, 2 cats in a yard. Wi-Fi, refi, the neighbors' kids said hi. Every morning that's time they say they're moving. I can't wait until they're moving. Next step up the road is Washington, D.C. One big monument to status quo and cash and greed. The roads are just a symptom of the overall disease. We get that town a wide, wide berth. The traffic and the companies, we keep on moving. God knows that they ain't moving. Whoa. Whoa. Left. No rain, no snow, no gloom of night can keep us from our task. No hell, high water, rising tide can still our restless hands at last. The river crushed the mountain, but our voices never tire. Our body's movement is the finest thing. Our music is a fire. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you. Man, applause is so awesome.
It's weird.
So we've been doing a weekly live stream as our we still need to play music thing. And you play into this little lens and then you finish and it's like, yay, we're awesome. Yay.
Hearts,
kind of awkward.
hearts and
Hearts
also
come
emoji.
up on the screen. We're getting more used to it. It's not so weird anymore, but thank you for clapping.
Although if you want to like throw hearts, up in the air in some way. Don't do that. That's littering, man. Ay, ay, ay. Anyways, we are ilyAIMY. We're down from Baltimore, Maryland, and we thank you so much. Thank you, Mark and Kristen, for inviting us to come do this all up in your college park. Berwyn Park, technically, are we?
Berwyn.
Berwyn in College Park.
My alma mater.
Oh, there's a mayor over there, like checking my P's and
The
also
mayor,
Q's
not
and
a
T's.
mayor, the
I
mayor.
wasn't
The
gonna call
mayor.
him out as like the. Ay, ay, ay.
He's the definite article.
All right. Now, just because I know the guy, I'm admiring watching Dave Eisner back into this. He's
Why you gotta call people out? That is
he's
not
being very
okay.
careful. He's doing a good job. He's at the
My
moment.
car's
he's-
the one in front of him.
At the moment, he's really worried about that crackling sound. He's like, "What is that? Oh my goodness, it's terrifying." It's okay. It's okay. Well, I was worried as we were watching Rowan Corbett's set earlier that he was going to play this song because it's one of my favorite ones to play with him.
Oh no, I reserved this for you.
Thank goodness.
I reserved this.
Kick it, my friend.
Watching you melt down and hearing you break. Charm and strength no longer insane. Such a cold vision that I can't bear to watch. The radiation is deadly and I'm used to this spot. As it all rains down, ashes sift to the ground, move like waves, but we strike with the force of light. As we speed through space, time comes grinding to a halt. Neither here nor there, time and space between it all. Now we're hard in the cold, we're arriving on strike. Nothing I'm breathing half a life. So we'll bleed out this heat, we'll shine in the dark. Permeate the acreage, try not to spark. As it all rains down, ashes slip to the ground, move like waves, but we strike with the force of light. As we speed through space, all comes running to a halt. Neither here nor there, time and space between it all. Between it all. Watching me melt down and hearing me break. Charm and strength no longer insane. Such a cold vision that you can't bear to watch. The radiation is deadly when used to this spot.
Thank you.
Where's the horn? Where's the? Is that also you? Okay, it's all one contraption back there. Okay, I was just curious. I didn't know how College Park rolled. Like sometimes I feel like we go to towns and we realize that they've all got like these special noisemakers that they like. You go to the town where was it vuvuzelas? Those things, like where they were actually thick on the ground, that was problematic. So I thought that maybe we'd come to College Park and you all played bells and honkers, but that's just the two of you, hey? Okay. That's good to know.
So we have 3 songwriters in the band. I just play cello. Not just.
What's just?
I don't write the songs. I write the cello
Yeah, I'll
parts.
totally play cello. That'll go great.
So they're all taking the lead on different stuff. We're going to do a song of Heather's that is very percussive. And since we have other percussionists here, we're going to invite Mark Rooney to join us on Taiko on this song. We've had a lot of different collaborations on this. We've had dobro, we've had fiddle, we've had a beatboxer, like other stuff too. We like collaborating.
It is the song that goes with everything.
It is. It's like potato salad.
It's the little black dress of songs. Potato
That's what I meant to
salad.
say. I meant to say little black dress. I said potato salad. My bad. I haven't been in public for a long time. Little black dress.
See, there's too many. Potato salad's very divisive, though. Depending on where you grew up, potato salad is very divisive.
Don't go there. We've had such a nice day. Let's not talk the politics of potato salad.
Oh, man, who won't have me as the last of my love? And the bud bloomed once down my mountain, humans. And the heart beats blood, yeah, the heart beats blood like a good heart should, like a good heart does. Still sometimes it feels empty as a painted shell. Train so slowly through wrecking hole. I headed for the hunting, but I did it far too well. Now no one can find it, not even myself. Oh man, who won't have me as the last of my love? And the blood blooms once down my mountain, humans. And the heart beats blood, yeah, the heart beats blood like a good heart should, like a good heart does. Hey, you take the weight on broken legs, sling up arms and hands. But I keep on, even when it's on mends. Resting on the edge, always headed for love, but always steady at the ready, even if you don't know what for. Oh, I gotta go away again. I gotta go away again.
We can swap.
That's okay.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna do it right.
Yep. Was it? Yes, that is good. Thank you. So we have music available electronically on Bandcamp, ilyAIMY.bandcamp.com. We have physical CDs. We're also on Spotify and iTunes and all that good stuff. I think this is one that is on all of those things. It's an older song. So we also have, when it was becoming clear, like, okay, we're all gonna have to change our habits, stuff like that, we're like, we should make custom hand sanitizers and sell them at our shows, because we thought maybe we'd still be having shows.
Yeah.
This is the first show we have them available at, so if you need some hand sanitizer, it comes with a download for a song and all that good stuff.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for coming. You're more than welcome into the yard. Just
But yeah, be aware of everybody else's space. This has just been amazing about how respectful everyone's been with everyone else's space and the masks and everything like that. Like I said, I was absolutely paranoid about how this was going to work out, but you guys have been amazing. I thought there would be riots in the streets and everything like that because, you know, that's how ilyAIMY causes the world to, yeah, it's just terrible everywhere we go. But you guys have been just so wonderful.
you can tell Rob hasn't really been around people.
I think we proved it. My guitar sounds better in the dark, like our faces, they are floating, souls protected. I think we think are better in the dark, and oh, Nakaraka spooking, I'm spoiled by your fingers. Let me spoil you with mine, I'll be so kind. Expressing it's the tension of attention. Shame to let this one go to waste and let the have-nots have too soon. Then my fingers do all the walking. Yeah, rip that off. Give me time, and that's what I'll be ripping off. No. This isn't all that I am thinking, I just let my body speak first. Says the forefront of hindbrain, it's the loudest of all my parts. And the cover of my sorrow, get it all and strike it down. I've come to you for holding, please let me in. And I'd write love songs if I could, you know, like Brian would. I'd compare you to a summer's day if I thought cliches. But I'll hold you up in darkness and light the night with all your flame. If you let me, I'm gonna take everything that I can. Serenade this blank brick wall again, the edge is blurring. The morning sun is here, the morning sun is here, it is burning. Time for me to be turning home again. I think about the time that you used to me in spite of me. Well, all I can say is at least it's me, and you not know the thoughts are churning. But I'm in the habit of spreading my mouth, oh so wide. Not like I kiss and tell, but what the hell, I simply kiss and stand and sing. I'd write love songs if I could, you know, I swear I would. I'm so angry every day, I'm never done fighting everything you are. Building wings up from my ribs, I'll give you everything that you need. From off the new gas heats, I'll kill the lights and watch you shining. I'll keep you shining, oh, 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 oh. I'll keep you shining, oh, oh, oh. I keep you shining, oh, oh, oh. I keep you shining, shining, yeah. Kristen Jones on electric cello. we proved it, yeah. All my words sound better in the dark. That way you cannot see all of what is leaving me. I am open, innocent, eyes so wide, and that's a rarity. I'm catching late. I'm trying to make it to the daylight strikes. And speak to me of Germany, well, speak to me of your fights. I'm pinned down here in the Christmas lights. I'm pinned down here in your eyes. I'm getting looser in my thinking. You're getting cooler every night. I play that game and it ended. If I could take everything, you know I just might. I'd write love songs if I could, you know I swear I would. I'm so frightened every day, I'm never done running for everything you are. Building wings up from my ribs, I'll give you everything that you need. My bones, my breath, my teeth. And I'd write love songs if you please. I'll keep you shining, oh, 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 oh. I'll keep you shining, oh, oh, oh. Oh, I keep you shining, oh, oh, oh. I'll keep you shining, oh, oh.
Thank you. Rowan Corbett
you
on the
very, very much.
bones, everybody. This is the first time we've gotten to play with Rowan since
March 4th? March 10th.
So yay. We are glad to have him.
Yeah.
The mic swap is actually not as awkward as I feared. It's actually all right.
So we've been playing these webcasts off Heather's back porch, and the neighbors have discovered us, which isn't hard because we play through 1,000-watt speakers, right? And so they've been coming along, and there's two neighbors that'll sit over in the next yard. They'll bring up their lawn chairs, but they've got a dog named Boomer, and Boomer has a lot to say. And I just wanted to thank this guy here who's trotting. He's been so well behaved. She, he. This entity, they have been very well behaved all evening, and I just really appreciate that because that's a rarity in a dog. If that dog is also named Boomer, I will go forth and say that's a rarity in a boomer. What a weird sentence. No, I meant nuclear submarine. Come on now.
It's nice to know quarantine really hasn't changed you.
Not at all. We're ilyAIMY from Baltimore, Maryland. ilyAIMY stands for I love you and I miss you. Thank you very much because we've been loving our friends and missing them a lot.
Which kind of quarantine person are you? I find there's like 2 or 3 types. There's made a garden that never had one. There's sourdough starter quarantine person. You know who you are. And there's home improvement quarantine person.
Nice.
I am 2 of those 3.
I'm none of those 3.
I figured I needed to successfully raise a plant before I could do a sourdough starter.
So what happened? I saw somebody, you pointed at someone else when you were like sourdough starter. Like you pointed someone else out. Like there hasn't been an incident in town, has there? Like I've been wanting to watch Sleeper, the old Woody Allen movie, a lot, and there's that incident with the pudding that takes over the kitchen, and I sort of imagine that's what happened. What would happen if I tried sourdough starter? It wasn't that bad. Okay, good. I'm glad.
I like little bit failed. Little bit failed makes it sound like there's
sourdough flatbread. It hath not risen.
Anyway. Since I said, for better or for worse, 2 years since the fields have borne anything but dirt. And how can love stay green when the fields won't do the same? We were worn down as the ground the day the dust storm came. I ran for the shelter, you met me down inside. Forced so close together. After all this time, it wasn't that fear I felt, but my heart pounded with the dough. Your eyes went mine like lightning, pulled me to the floor.
And your lips felt like forgiveness. And your hands were smooth through all their roughness. As the world ended above, we made love. A holy sharp and dull pulls the grain out the land.
Kinda kiss me before the Lord decides we could use a saint. And battered, took the red right off the bottom. Didn't even matter as you held me in your arms. You polished me smooth, took the blush right off of my skin. No use being shy, I was once in your shelter every night.
And your lips felt like forgiveness. And your hands were smooth through all their roughness. As the world ended above, we made love. A holy sharp and dull pulled the grain out the land.
Wanna kiss me before the Lord decides we could use a saint. Dust had settled down, the sky went blue above us. We stayed underground, we becoming lovers. Took a storm so wild to bury us alive, bury us alive, bring us back to life.
And your lips felt like forgiveness. Your hands were smooth for all their roughness. As the world ended above, we made love. A holy sharp and dull pulled the grain out the land.
Wanna kiss me before the Lord decides we could use a saint.
We talk on so hard.
We could use a saint.
We talk on so hard.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so interested in that bird.
I haven't heard that one before. I know. I'm gonna eat them
Yes,
all
please.
for you. It's all gonna come to me.
I've got it all too.
I also became a nature person. I got a plant identifying app. I go for walks, and I take pictures with my phone. People think I am like the nut job of our neighborhood. But I know every single plant in our neighborhood. And if I ever wanted to be a meanie, they could be like, oh, is that a blackberry? I'm like, yeah, totally blackberry. Poison ivy, poison ivy, poison ivy. So yeah, don't mess with the sort of person who can identify the plant. You just pulled your guitar out.
That's okay. That's okay. Everything's under control.
I don't know what's going on, so I'm mostly talking to you. So I have radishes, peppers, green beans.
What we don't have is Rowan Corbett. Oh, there he is.
Whoa!
Nicely
Nicely
done.
done.
Nice.
You can clap for that.
I've become so
My face be on the ground.
yeah.
if I
I've become so physically discombobulated that
Damn.
if I try to do that right now, normally, I mean, 3 months ago, pre-plague, I would have done a triple axel over the rope and whatnot. I'm very talented and agile, but right now I'm a little out of practice. So if I had done that right now, it would have been a disaster. So Rowan Corbett, who normally is a very ground-based person, it was flipping over. That's really magnificent. I feel that, like Ella, I imagine you've actually been training him. Probably is what's been going on. The daughter is, yeah, good. He's become the master, though. Oh, I would totally skip a song. This is a song about Baltimore for when I'm not in Baltimore. It's the first time I've been able to play it the way it's meant to be played in a long time. Growing up in D.C., they never quite got along with me, and everyone had big, big dreams. The beltway grew around us, it was a big ring concrete circus, and though I had the head for it, I found charm in Baltimore, an angry city of steel. And I found charm in Baltimore, I just wish you all liked me here. Well, politics takes iron and a willingness to steal. The whole scene made a pass at me. I had the look but not the feel. I'm too old to be a savior by 10 years plus some change. I guess I got the heart for it, but even this town thinks I'm strange. And I found charm in Baltimore, an angry city of steel. And I found charm in Baltimore, I just wish you liked me here. So I've been racing off on interstates, even while I'm married to your streets. My fading sight is just a symptom. Honey, it ain't you. My fading vision is my disease. I've been racing off on highways, even while I'm coming home tired to your streets. Well, fading sight is just a symptom. Well, honey, it ain't you. Well, I know it's me. Well, I know it's me. I know it's me. Growing old in Baltimore ain't as romantic as it seemed. And all these kids on my lawn today have all got big, 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 big dreams. But the failed trains surround us, the failed schools confound us. I guess I just don't have the rage for you anymore. And I found charm in Baltimore, an angry city of steel. And I found charm in Baltimore, so I think I'm leaving here. Thank you so very much. It's funny, I miss Rowan when we're not playing together a lot, and I miss playing the bone songs, I miss playing the frenetic stuff. But that has been missing, that little shaker pocket, for 3 months, and I didn't realize how much I'd missed that little elegant thing that
I only
he
got
adds.
so many hands, man.
I know. It's not a criticism at all.
I know,
I'm
I
just
know,
like
I'm saying I can't
that
do
little
it.
teeny thing that I didn't realize I was missing was suddenly back. It was gorgeous.
Rowan is not little and teeny.
Okay, Rowan is not little and teeny. Yeah, that's true. Okay.
So we're gonna do about a song kind of about the weather because it looks okay, and we can do that, right? Okay.
Weather's like a child. Don't give it ideas. You don't say how good it's been up until now.
You never feed it. That's why I'm not a parent.
This is a song about camping, an ill-fated camping trip. I have an expression that goes with this ill-fated camping trip. When life gives you lemons, write love songs. So this is a love song written from a lemon.
It's nice to see some people we haven't seen. I mean, we haven't seen anyone in a long time, but we haven't seen a couple people like for a really long time. It's nice to see your smiling 3 inches of faces. I'm assuming you're smiling. I can see your eyes are crinkled. What's that? Can you do that? Yeah. We've just discovered a fan that's been sitting on the stage and it's not been turned on. It's very exciting. My elbow is about to. Oh yeah. Oh, it's gone.
It's called Illinois is Overflowing because it was. Tired of water, 3 inches of rain in the passenger side, intestines of cassette tapes are shiny at the curb, begging just one more play, begging just one more ride, but I just keep driving. I just keep driving. You close your eyes, 3 inches away in the passenger side. James is on the radio singing, "Don't let me be lonely." As I turn off the headlights, take 2 states by moonlight. I can't stop driving. I can't stop driving. You were saying, baby, it's alright. The rain subsiding, might even be dry tonight, yeah. Uneven, touching the ground, flying on faith that the engine will hold. Keep us going, keep us going. You say, baby, it's alright. The rain subside, might even be dry tonight, yeah, yeah. So tired of highway, 3 miles the toll, the coming state line, the corners above this quarter tank. We search our empty hands as Illinois is overflowing. We hope for a little change here inside so we can keep driving. We can keep driving. You say, baby, it's alright. The rain subsided. It might even be dry tonight, yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Oh, it's still me. I get to keep a guitar.
Oof.
I'm already eaten alive, so this is okay. I've been eaten alive. I shall continue to be eaten alive. So I got married last year. This is my first year of marriage. Thank you. What a crazy first year to be married. Holy cow. I have 3 stepkids too. Woo! What a year it has been. What's in where? Oh. So I got married. I was in the process of getting married when I was 38 years old. And we were about to have my stepdaughter's bat mitzvah, which will be the next time I have seen the rabbi who married us. So I have to remember not to tell this story anywhere he can hear it. Hi, internet. So we went. That's fine. It's fine. He probably doesn't even watch this kind of thing. He lives on my parents' street.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Huh.
Well,
So.
it also is the Sabbath, so if he's watching.
Yes, he can't be watching. Ha 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 ha.
He'd be in
Anyway,
such trouble. He would never
So
admit
here's
to
my
it.
story. So my fiance and I go to have the conversation. Whoa, what are you? A creature. To have the conversation with him, and he turns to my husband and he says, my husband to be, and he says, married before. He's like, how many kids do you have? And he's like, 3.
He turns to me and he says, "You married before, kids?" And I was like, "Nope." And he said, "No kids?" I'm like, "No, none of it." And he's like, "So this is your first?" I mean, that's good. It's not good. I mean, it's okay. You know, I mean, the man like fell over himself because I was 38 years old and had never been married before, didn't have kids, and didn't have a problem with it. I have come late in life to many things that I enjoy most, and this is a song about that, which just went through its final mix. This is a thing that will see the light of day very soon. Do the ribbons in my hair look far too girlish for the gray? Do we put our hearts away? Who says it's time? I'd rather not look foolish. Maybe I'm too old to do this, but we don't get to choose our pride. Yours might not be mine. If we come too late to all we love, by the only road there was, do we not get to dance for as long as we can, not for as long as we want, not for as long as we want. Oh, couldn't wander any faster, had to weather every mile, gather all the treasure in a day, wisdom in my eye, but all they see is the time, gaining like an enemy. And I try not to agree, 'cause if we come too late to all we love, by the only road there was, do we not get to dance for as long as we can, as long as we want, not for as long as we want. Oh, like the lines on the page, cannot trade the heartbreak for the song it brings. So I'm gonna sing, I'm gonna sing, 'cause we all come too late to all we love, by the only road there was. It is there we will dance for as long as we can, not for as long as we want, not
tried to catch your eye when I dropped the pick.
I saw it.
Thank you.
All right. My turn to go
So
back
we
here.
have been playing all original music at you so far, but we are going to close out our set with a couple of covers. As you can probably tell, we have all kinds of musical influences in the band. We love all kinds of music. Individually, we have different musical backgrounds. We have classical, we have metal,
Art school.
metal and art school, traditional Irish and other stuff, and folk and pop and other stuff. But we have all gathered around one band in particular that we all appreciate, which is Tool. Any Tool fans? Out there?
You're about
Okay,
to
like
learn.
two.
You're about to
It's like,
learn.
we're gonna be.
90s grunge-esque era. So we're gonna do one of theirs.
Oh, that breeze though.
There's a shadow just behind me, shrouding every step I take, making every promise empty, pointing every finger at me, waiting like a stalking butler, room upon the finger rest, murder now the path of must be, just because the sun has come. Jesus, won't you listen? Something about what's passing down. Jesus, won't you listen? Something but what's passing down. Why can't we not be sober? Why can't we stop this over? Why can't we drink forever? I just want to stop this over. I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate you. Trust in me and all is well. I will find your chewy center. I will devour it and leave. I will work to elevate you, just enough to bring it down. Mother Mary, won't you listen? Something about what's passing down. Mother Mary, won't you whisper something about what's passing down? Why can't we not be sober? Why can't we stop this over? Why can't we sleep forever? I just want to stop this over. I am just a worthless liar. I am just an imbecile. I will only complicate. Trust in me and all is well. I will find a center in you, and I won't chew it up and leave. Trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me, trust me. Why can't we not be sober? Why can't we start this over? Why can't we sleep forever? I just want to start this over. I want what I want. 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 Oh, I miss playing that song with you guys.
I haven't played Cajon in.
We're gonna go real big, and then we're gonna go home.
So we have been ilyAIMY. That stands for I love you and I miss you. If you were like, what is that? What is language is that? We want to thank so much Mark and Kristen for hosting us and all of you here on the lawn. We've known Mark for several years and been friends for several years, but our friendship coalesced even more when he invited us to do this collaboration kind of like 3-4 years ago, something like that. 5 years, wow. Man, time flies. So Mark had written a version of Led Zeppelin's Kashmir just for Taiko drums, just drums, no melodic instruments, if you can imagine it. It's pretty awesome. There's video of that on the internet. You can check it out. But he approached us and was like, you know, I've always wanted to do this song with a band. And we were like, we could learn that.
We're a band.
Heather sounds like Robert Plant.
We know a band. Play a band on TV.
Totally. I have no idea if you're gonna be in frame in this. I figure I'll try it.
And we've like since then, so the song is like totally popular at our gigs. We've been keeping on playing it. I think our version may have evolved slightly. So
Yeah,
we'll
we're
see.
gonna.
We haven't done this together in a lot,
I'll follow you.
but we're gonna give it a try.
The sun beat down upon my face, stars to fill my dreams. I am a traveler of both time and space, to be where I have been, to sit with elders of the gentle race, stories seldom seen. Talk of days for which they sit and wait, and all will be revealed. Talking songs from tongues of lilting grace, sounds caress my ear. Not a word I heard could I relate, story was quite clear. turns to brown as the sun burns the ground, and the eyes fill with sand as the skin is wasted land. Oh, trying to find where I've been. Oh, planet of the storm who leaves no trace, thoughts inside a dream. Heed the path that led me to that place, yellow desert stream. Shangri-La beneath the summer moon will return again. Sure as the dust that floats high in June, moving through Kashmir. Oh, Father of the four winds, fill my sails on the sea of years. No prevention but an open face and all the straits of fear. Oh,
Mark Rooney on Taiko.
Not bad for 5 years ago.
Good evening, ilyAIMY from Baltimore, Maryland. Thank you to the city of College Park for having Porch of July. Thank you for having us.
And again, we do have flyers over here that have the website and donation information for each of the artists that played here. Mark H Rooney and Kristen Koyama, Rowan Corbett, and ilyAIMY. So you can find us later. We do a live stream every Wednesday on the ilyAIMY Facebook page, and we would love to see you virtually. Awesome. Have a good and safe holiday.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.
What?
Okay. About halfway through, I started to understand what I was doing. But the second half, I felt good. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. I'm like, I haven't done it in like months. So I was like,
Literally, it has been almost 5 years since I've done that, obviously, with you guys. And I'm like, yeah, okay. You know. I was going over the arrangement in my head every time I hear you guys do the cover anyway. So.
no, it sounded good though. It sounded good.
Oh, so much fun.
Japanese clover in your yard.
Oh.
So Japanese clover, by the way, is the ones that are directly across from each other.
Yeah.
So these are Japanese clover. They open apart from each other like perfectly symmetrical.
Thank you very much. Seriously, like, what is? You got to tell me what that app
So
is.
it's, I think it's called Picture This, and like it's like 94% accurate. Every once in a while I do like a second check on a little of my own. Yeah, picture this. So for example, your creeping vine that has two different leaves.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Hot as hell.